I hereby call this meeting to order. Discussion and action. Thank you all for coming this evening. Nice to have you here, Dana.
Thank you.
Discussion and action. We have a quorum for, so that's okay. Discussion and action on the September 4th, which you have in front of you. Any discussion? Any action?
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes of the September 24th meeting.
I'll second.
I have a first and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Moving on, new business discussion and action on the facade improvement program application by Elevate.
Elevate, yeah.
Salon.
Yeah.
Dana Quimby on 605 Waterville Road.
Mhm. So when you're heading towards Fairfield, it's right on the right side.
605.
So past, was that Fawn
That's the
Lane?
old roller rink.
The roller
Yeah.
rink. The old
Above it.
Yeah,
past it,
past that.
Huh.
Yeah, you know where
on the hill. Or before the
you-
hill. No,
Or-
that's Fairfield.
you know where the recovery room upholstery on the right side, there's a sign there, so
Yeah.
it's that next lot over.
cool.
It's a gray building that we just,
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So my question to our town manager, is her paperwork in order?
Our paperwork is in order. The only thing that we are pending is the completion of the commercial application, which gets approved through the code office, which is sitting right at the door, and then the plumbing permit goes along with it. So this would be contingent upon that naturally.
So Dana, tell us about what you would like to do.
So
Goal
my,
is,
yeah, my goal is just to open there's a small couple booth, salon here in Norridgewock.
Mhm.
Gonna have potentially 3 chairs, maybe 4, depending on space when it's all finished.
Mhm.
Offering hair services, brows, mostly hair. And yeah, just be me and a couple renters, all independent, stylists. So probably just by appointment only. Yeah, hoping to open between February, March.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And where is the status of your building, or how, the status of your salon? What's the status? Isn't it?
So we are waiting on plumbing. That should be started next Monday.
Yeah.
With getting the permit and all that. And then we are waiting on the well. We're on the list to get that drilled this month, potentially going into January, depending on the weather.
Yeah.
And then after that, we can start doing all the inside work. Have a contractor lined up to do our deck and our skirting, and that's what we're applying for money for, to get that done.
Wow. Awesome. Great, congratulations. Have you done this work
Thanks.
before?
I've been doing hair for 5 years.
Yeah.
Always just been a booth renter and wanting to open my own place
Yeah.
for a couple years now.
Yeah.
Grew up in Norridgewock, lived here pretty much my whole life, and I think the town needs a salon. I think we're overdue. We're growing, but we don't have a salon yet. I remember we had Stan's Barbershop down on Main Street. So, and
Now,
we,
do you know Erla Tibbetts?
I don't know, is she on Main Street?
She is,
Yeah.
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 Hair studio.
Okay, cause I was wondering if she was still in business.
She
doing that.
is,
Yeah,
but-
she is.
Low
Yeah.
key.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
Gotcha.
She's our age.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Questions or comments, anybody that, because we haven't had a motion yet. So, Richard, go ahead, Jim.
No, I'm just saying these estimates are for a deck, maybe?
Yeah,
or a
so we
porch.
have estimates in there for doing the deck. We plan to do a 6 foot by 10 foot deck with stairs in the front.
Okay.
And then skirting around the building.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, cause it's jacked up 2 feet on the, like above the ground. It's not on concrete or anything,
Okay.
so we want some nice faux stone skirting just to
Sure.
make it look better.
Right, right. Oh,
If the grant is approved, realize we only pay half of the grant.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Just so you know.
okay, well, I see you requested, or cost estimates are at 13,900.
Yeah, so that
And
was,
these estimates are like roughly 6.5.
yeah, so it's the labor, of the skirting and the deck. And then I also put the business sign on there as well.
Right,
But I do know, with the, application, it's only stuff that, will be seen
right.
for the road, so it won't be half of the 13,900. I think Richard said it was, like a quarter of any, right, like the skirting.
So the skirting, we would, put at 3/4,
3/4,
if that's a pleasure.
which would make,
Obviously, 1/4 is not gonna be facing the road.
Right,
We've done that in the past. Okay.
yeah,
But, so this 13 is your total, or,
that was the total, yeah, but I know it won't,
so what's the estimated cost of labor to?
did I
construct
put
the
that in
deck?
there?
No,
Yeah, front end.
down the front, second page, second page.
Was it 3,000?
3,000.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
We've got a sign and some pretty obvious visible stuff from the road.
Yeah.
What, do you need a motion in a specific, or do we need to do the
We need
math?
to-
We really should have,
Number.
he's working on it.
All right.
yeah, my recommendation is to just allow the labor to set,
Okay,
and then. $40.18 is the
Materials.
times 0.75. So that's 30.13.75.
33, oh, we're in 9 yet, yeah,
So 30.13.75 plus that 3,500
yeah,
is 65.13.75 of qualified costs. And if you put that at a 50% match, if the committee wishes, it's 32.56.88.
and the other two are, so that's that, and the front entrance deck is, for, 5407. Second page. Second page. Second page, that's number 2.
Okay,
See,
sorry, I need to restart that. The price of 30.13.75 is what it is. Your labor 3,500 can be. I didn't realize that was broken up. So that's 26.25. So your qualified project cost is 56.38.75 on the skirting. And then your deck is 54.07.93.
yeah,
Your sign, 97.20. The total project cost 12,033 and 88 cents. These are eligible costs, divide that by 2 for the 50% match. And it's up to $6,016.94, 601694.
now, could this be motion, I think?
I had no motion, no,
So-
we have a number.
My question is, this would be if, as long as the other items are done, then she's gonna have a place that has water. And so that,
So make the motion contingent on, plumbing permit and was it commercial occupancy?
Building permit.
Yeah,
yeah,
okay, so, let me make a motion. So I'll make a motion that we give Quimby, yep, up to $6,016.94, for facade improvements contingent on a commercial occupancy and plumbing permit.
I can second that motion.
need discussion. Pretty straightforward. All, no more discussion, all in favor? It's unanimous. Welcome to Norridgewock.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate
Checks
it.
in the mail.
So we talked briefly, she would technically qualify for like some of the business loan stuff
Yeah.
as well, right?
Yep,
So I don't know if we,
yeah, we have a revolving loan fund, which is low interest business loan program.
Mhm.
I don't even know where the rates are right now, but they're all below market. And you pay the costs associated with it, but it's available through SEDC. And so Christian Savage up in Skowhegan can help navigate through that. If you don't, I can get that information to you.
That'd be great. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
So what happens there is we allow them, we work with them to keep the interest rate low for Norridgewock
okay,
residents.
Great.
People that own businesses in Norridgewock. So you'll get a better interest rate than you would if you went to the bank.
okay, that's wonderful.
And then we fund that.
Mhm.
This committee funds that. Any other business?
I wanted to ask how the kayak rentals did this summer.
The program did all right. I think we netted out at like $1,200, which
Oh.
that number we thought was higher than it was. It was about $2,400 worth of rental this summer. It didn't get started really until late July. And then it got that big boom when we obviously got the press associated with it. That's kind of changed. I think they realized the cost of logistics associated with. So that's still there, it's just in hibernation mode now. And so it kind of is what it is. And so it's not what we thought we were gonna be, it's not what they had sold us as a break-even trend. And I'm just kind of fall back on the discussion that this committee had was, you know, even if we don't break even, it's an add to economic development and enhancing the connection to the river. So hopefully next year we'll see stronger revenues, but I think a lot of it was working up the kinks in the area. You had cages that were locked. You had equipment that was among the missing or not working or, you know, things like that. There were a lot of hiccups along the way. So hopefully that's worked out and then we'll have a stronger full season in 25.
And I also wondered about how much of a tax base did we lose with New Balance taken on leaving there? Just curious.
So the forecasted projection is $50,000 approximately in tax revenues, mostly from the value of their equipment that's here. So if they're here on April 1st, they will still pay that tax bill on April 1st.
Has there been any interest or how are we marketing that building?
So the building is privately owned by New Balance.
Right.
And
Okay.
they are a privately held firm, and so the town will involve themselves when asked to be involved with the process. And the process of economic development is sensitive, but it's also protected under freedom of access laws, so there have been and likely will be closed door meetings with the select board in terms of trying to find developers for that property. I've been working with Christian Savage at SEDC. We've been working with Heather Johnson's office, Department of Economic and Community Development of the state of Maine, to try to answer RFPs and find prospective developers for the property. And then hopefully in mid to late January, we'll have a site visit arranged so that potential investors can actually get into the building and see what it is that they could be investing in.
By when? I'm sorry.
Mid to late January is what I expect.
Cool. Well, thank you.
I have one question. So tell us about the trailer at the lot.
So that trailer is a mobile home. It is sold by New England Rent to Own, which is owned by a resident of Norridgewock and based in Chelsea. They have a pretty strong business, Augusta South, and they're looking obviously to penetrate the market now that their residents here.
And
That's where I got my,
Yeah.
the building, from Jeremy.
And so they're the ones that donated the building for Ursula Park. And then they wanted to be involved with the stroll, the holiday stroll. So they wanted a big space to be able to do something. I didn't really know what it was, so I offered them the lot on Mercer Road. And so they came in, set up the mobile home, put the skirting around it, decorated it, and then they had a raffle tree inside. People could go throughout the day, enter for free. There were $500 worth of gift cards, and then the artificial Christmas tree that you could win. So it was a stop on the map for the holiday stroll. And then, you know, the business of self-promotion.
Yeah, so that's not gonna stay there then?
No,
Oh, see, I thought that was permanent, looks permanent.
no, but that was the goal, to
Right.
be able to show folks how it would look when you're there.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So that's why it's been in there and it will be in there longer than the scroll weekend. It's not free to move a building,
Yeah,
Running it.
so they did a really good job of showcasing themselves and hopefully it's good, I'll appreciate it.
And,
The library trustees.
yeah.
I have submitted a letter to the select board, which they'll see for the first time tomorrow night, with their position on prospective library, potentially on that lot. And trying to gain public input on that. I think that idea right now generally has the most positive public perception for what the select board has heard so far.
Thank you.
thank you. Don,
I'm good.
all set? Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.